Hi, if you haven't already done so, take a look at my free app called Mind Balance. More information in the description below. What is anxiety? Anxiety is your body's natural response to stress. It's a feeling of fear or apprehension about what's to come. It's like a body sensor that flashes red when in danger or something bad may happen. Anxiety is stress, but on a high level. Remember the red zone on my session on what is stress? If you have entered that red zone for a long period of time, it leads to anxiety. Before we go any further, I just want to let you know words like stress, anxiety, depression, and panic attacks, and any other mental health illness and issues are just words to describe what your symptoms are. It's not something that is a label to put you down or feel like you're the odd one out. Remove any negative thought of mental health from your mind. I will tell you why. Most people assume anything related to mental health is very bad for you, and we should avoid speaking about it. And if anyone is experiencing it, we should avoid them too. This is incorrect. Let me tell you something. All the successful people in this world, the rich, the famous, the billionaires, even your role model, mark my words, they have all experienced some form of mental health issue. How can you become rich and famous? How can you own the biggest technology brand in the world without going through any form of stress? Don't you remember your first job interview, your driving test, your school exams, completing your work assignment on time? Did you not go through any form of stress or being anxious or being nervous? That's what stress and anxiety is. They are just feelings. If these feelings continue for a long time, it will then turn into a physical symptom. That's all anxiety is. It just needs to be controlled more. Have you ever wondered where these type of feelings actually came from? The very origin of these feelings. Recently, scientists have discovered where the feelings of stress and anxiety originally came from. When mankind first came into existence, the population of the first people started to grow into small families. They resided next to a lake because of water supply. The families used to send their kids out to play during the day, and one day the kids started to play next to a lake. After some time, this attracted a crocodile, and one day the crocodile came out of the water and onto the land, and it tried to attack a child. Now, when the rest of the families and tribes heard about this, they all became worried. Each day when the kids went out to play, their families were always worried and anxious about the crocodile coming back out of the lake. So this is where the feelings of being stressed and anxious came from. The families were all taught generation after generation about this knowledge, these feelings and thoughts, and they were all carried down and forward within our genes being passed down. Therefore, these feelings have always existed till this very day. Does not a mother worry about her small child when they are out playing? How does anxiety begin? Imagine you're driving a car on a long road at 30 miles per hour in your third gear. For some reason you started to accelerate. Now the car is doing 40 miles per hour and you're still in the third gear. What happens? The car needle shoots up and it goes onto the red area. Now, if this was done for a long period of time, what will happen? The car will break down eventually, result into engine problems and other car issues. Then it will need to be taken to a garage and fixed with methods by professionals, and time for it to rest and heal. It's exactly the same with people. Remember, anxiety is just a form of stress, but on a high level, with higher and more intense symptoms than stress. So how do you know if you are suffering from anxiety and what are the symptoms? Please take a look at my next session on what are the signs and symptoms of anxiety. If you have any questions, comment below and I will see you in my next session.